This is an escort, by the way. Fuck
All shapes and sizes. Kinky ones, long ones,
Yeah.
short ones,
Imagine this is your nan.
thick, short ones, thin, tall ones. You know.
Is it just me here? When you look at someone old, like, you just can't imagine them being a slut. Or like, you just can't imagine them being an escort. The nigga asks, what's the escort? This is how bro, stop lying about your age in the chat, bro. This is why niggas call you 12, 13. You're telling me you don't know what an escort is, bro. An escort is a hooker, bro. This nigga don't, bro. And you're in the chat saying you're 16. Bro, you're not 16, bro.
I don't know, 6 inches that I can get my fingers round. Hi, my name is Caroline V. I'm an escort. I've been doing it for 6 years, and I'm here today.
Wait. Whoa, wait, hold on. I thought she was gonna say 60 years or something. Wait, she's 70 years old and she's been doing this for 6 years. So you're new to the game. Imagine your nan randomly starts a new occupation. She's an escort. What is retirement money not hitting? What do you mean you have to start becoming escort? What? At 70? At 70? Nah.
To answer all those lovely questions.
Good luck,
that
EB.
You've been dying to ask an escort, but you wouldn't like to ask to their face.
Bro, I would ask an escort any question I think.
What is your rate per hour and what's included? Okay, my rate per hour is 120.
And you know what the worst thing is? Niggas will pay the 120 per hour. Niggas will pay the 120 per hour, bro. It's so tapped what some people's kinks are, bro. So there'll probably be a brother, 22 years old, he's into old grandmas like this. He'll pay the 120 per hour. Bro, really and truly, man, them. Bro, you're not doing just an hour, bro. You're doing maybe 2, maybe 3. Bro, nah.
And basically it includes most normal things. So it's
yeah. Okay, so she said blowjob, handjob, yep.
All kinds of oral.
Yeah.
Both ways.
Yeah.
Penetration. Basically fulfilling the fantasies that most guys have had for most of their lives and would like to find a granny like me to fulfill them.
Mad.
The list is quite endless because they all have a different fantasy.
Yeah. Mad.
What do I wear at work? Well, if I'm meeting a man in a hotel, then generally I will just wear my normal clothes like this to go and meet him, and then I will have my sexy underwear underneath. I have some leather outfits for the guys that like the leather. I have body stockings.
Yeah.
All just sexy things that guys are turned on by, really.
Mad.
How young is your youngest client and your oldest?
Yeah, I want to know this. I want to know this one.
My youngest client was 20.
As a 20-year-old, what do you want with this 70-year-old woman? What? This could be your grandma. Like, do you not think like, yo, this could low-key be my grandma? Yo, what are you doing, bro? What?
Very shy boy. Very nervous. They usually are that young. And my oldest was, now that's debatable. I had a man come to see me, and on his profile it said he was 71. By the way he walked up to my house and up the stairs in it,
appreciate the follow.
let's just say the condition of his body. And I would say he would be pushing it to have been 81 and was probably even pushing it to be 91.
Oh my days.
He did admit that he wasn't 71 on the second visit, but to this day, I still don't know.
Do you have like an average age of client?
Yeah,
Average
mad.
age of client,
Mad.
40s, 50s maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, me, in my opinion, that makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're an old guy, obviously you're gonna want someone that's a bit your age, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe even the younger escorts might not even want you because you're old. So it makes sense, yeah, why they look for older escort, older type woman. But the brothers that are 20, what are you doing, bro?
I love ones like this. What's the average penis size?
Okay.
It's all different. It's like a woman's vagina. They're all shapes and sizes and, you know, and look completely different. I was quite amazed actually at the variety. All shapes and sizes, kinky ones, long ones, short ones, thick, short ones, thin, tall ones, you know.
Hey, really, it's mad.
I think.
It must be mad.
I don't know. 6 inches that I can get my fingers round. It's probably average. That's when they're erect. When they're flaccid, can be that, or it can be that.
Mad thing.
What's the weirdest request you've had? It's a toss-up, isn't it, between sucking the dog off and doing...
Yo, sucking the dog off. Nah, I need to hear that again. Nah.
Up, isn't it, between sucking the dog off and doing... Scat, really? Not quite sure. Make your mind up, really. Which one you think is the weirdest of those?
So, that's like me having my dog, getting the escort and asking the... Nah, honestly, I don't even want to think about it because that's actually disgusting.
Making a poo sandwich for somebody?
Yo! A poo How a nigga so weird? First of all, they ask her to make the poo sandwich. Please don't tell me they ate it, bro. Please don't tell me they actually ate the sandwich, bro. That's actually disgusting, man.
And then getting them to smear it all over their face when they're finished. I've got one of those for next month. That's going to be fun. Yeah, coming up all the way from the Isle of Wight just to eat my poo. Yeah, and so the other one obviously was the dog. I mean, that will never happen. I hasten to add, having said this before on a programme, I would like to add, because there were lots of comments afterwards saying, please tell us you didn't suck the dog. No, I did not. I would never, so I'll make that clear. I know you get to the point when you've done more or less what I've done.
Yeah.
You're not shocked anymore with what they come up with. Because when they message you, they sort of say, can I ask you something? I've had this fantasy. And you wait and you think, I wonder what this one's going to be. And usually it's actually quite normal. They just want me to be their granny, you know, or their auntie or whatever. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, you're weird. Why would you want...
Oh, yes, that reminds me of a client I saw where he wanted to meet me in this hotel, but he wanted me to fill a large bottle with my pee, which was probably over 3 days' supply. It was a big bottle, you know. And so I took it with me.
People actually need help.
Take it into the Travel Lodge restaurant where we were. And he had it behind the menu and he was to drink it.
Oh,
we were having
my days. That is absolutely disgusting, bro. That is absolutely disgusting, bro. Yo, now I can never go to the restaurant the same, bro. Now every time I'm going to the restaurant, I'm looking at what niggas are drinking. I'm thinking, could that be piss? Could that be like, bro, man was on a sneaky thing drinking her piss in the restaurant. That's disgusting. That's actually that's mental illness. Surely that's mental illness, bro. Surely that's mental illness, bro. That's not all right.
That was interesting. The first time I'd ever had anything to do with water sports and urine, etc. And then he drank it when we went back to the hotel room. Whilst he was dressed up as a maid.
What?
Do I orgasm at work? I have never, unfortunately, had an orgasm with shall we be polite here? With a penis. With fingers, or with a tongue. I'm longing for the day when that happens, but it has come close a couple of times. But no, it is with my toys, unfortunately, but because they're guaranteed. Unlike fingers, tongues, and men, it's so much easier.
This is honestly mad. This is
And
mad.
they love watching me. Because if they haven't come by that time, that certainly finishes them off.
That's actually like easy money.
What's
like.
your favourite sex position? Now, that is always another interesting question that usually guys ask.
Hey, Evie, I know exactly what we're talking about, my bro.
But I don't actually have one because it depends on the size, body size, and shape of the penis that is attached to them. So, depending on those two things, different positions work better. So it's not a case of, I mean, I love cowgirl, you know, because you sit on top of one and at least you've got the control. Not particularly a fan of missionary, but a guy on top with me legs up round his waist, pretty good. I did a video a couple of weeks ago and never done one before where this guy, who's called Bob the Builder, and one of my clients wanted to see me being from behind. And I'd never done that before, but we gave it a go and it worked very well.
I'm assuming she said she wants to be fucked from behind. Yo. This is mad. This is mad. This is actually mad. It's
So we're
mad.
going to try that one again.
My guy,
But
YG
again, I
Lando.
think it was, again, to do with the body sizes and shapes. For men, doggy is the favourite, I think. If anybody would like to confirm. Can you give us an example of some dirty talk? Okay, you dirty little... Come on, get your out. Come on, come and show us what you got in there. Oh, is that it? Oh, that's a pathetic little thing, isn't it? What do you expect me to do with that?
Hey, she ain't getting me hard, bro. She's
God.
getting me the opposite.
So why did you come to see me then? Did you want a nice little granny, you know, polite and nice and sweet, you know, wouldn't do anything? Or do you want somebody that talks dirty like a... Hey, what do you want? Name it, I'll do it for you. Have I had sex today? Will you? Some people think sex has to be penetration. For me, that's not the case. Sex can be a...
Man said for you, that's not the case. Well, by definition, what is sex, you dumbass?
And I did give a... today. Got a very nice friend who I call Mr. Stiffy, because from the moment he walks in the door, he's... until he leaves, or until he's shot his load. So he comes around fairly frequently. He does odd jobs for me in the house in exchange.
Oh, that's blessed.
But he doesn't last very long, bless him. Okay, so I don't have to suck very long before he shoots his load. Occasionally he will get inside, but again, it's a 30-second job. So, you know, very pleasant and all that. And it's all good fun. But, will I have any later when I get back from here? I haven't got anybody booked, but you just never know. What are the challenges with sex whilst aging?
That's actually a good question.
Now, are we referring to me as the escort or as the guys that come to see me, the clients?
I'm referring to you.
With me, as a 70-year-old lady, my biggest challenge is hormonal. That once us ladies have been through the menopause, we have a few issues. But one of the things that I found out after I'd been escorting for a while was that one of the things you get is a dry vagina. Okay, for a lady. And so sex was becoming painful. Bit of a problem as an escort. So, but it was picked up when I went for my normal check at the STI clinic. And so then the cream she suggested didn't really work. And you get infections, not STIs, but kidney infections and stuff as well.
Do you know what? I don't want to know anymore.
Went to see my normal doctor and he prescribed a different cream, which I can use twice a week, and then a lube on the NHS. How wonderful is that?
Oh my,
As an escort, I can have my free lube anytime I like, which I apply down there, and now everything's wonderful. It's sex, and for me, as I say, I've got this guy who I've known for about 8 years, and he can, for England, he can keep going for 2 hours, and he's my age, So it had nothing to do
Yeah,
with
this
age.
bro, chat. This is a try not to cringe. Like you told me to finish the video, bro. Actually, I don't know if I can get through the
was
whole
just
video.
the
This is
fact
actually like tough.
that
It's
he
a
was
tough
good.
watch.
So 10 years
Fuck.
later, is it any better than it was 10 years ago? No, it was just as good. What is your kinkiest fantasy? I can't think of one fantasy that I've had. Well, maybe I could call it a fantasy. Hadn't really thought about it like that. But during lockdown, I would have liked to have got Rishi Sunak and Boris Johnson
Oh,
in a room
oh.
and have paid a dominatrix to come and beat the out of them.
Bro, why are niggas actually laughing in the background, bro? This is sly concerning, bro.
I would still like to do that.
Is there like a most common fantasy that people come to you with, or is it just...
It's the granny one.
Yeah.
Seems to be the granny one, because when they were younger, they would go and visit, or
Nah.
they would either go and visit their granny,
Yeah.
or their granny would come to visit them,
Yeah.
and they'd kind of ogle at them and wonder what was up the skirt, you know, and watch and look at the stockings, and have thoughts about, you know, playing with them and.
What the fuck are you talking about, bro? I have never, ever thought about my grandma in such a way. Even things about their grandma.
_SBG says ooh ah 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 ah.
And now I'm being called a monkey by the chat. What the fuck, fam? And this,
Seeing what knickers they had on, or so they've had these ideas from about a neighbour or an aunt or somebody older than them, much more mature, and they think, I just really like to do the business with them
Oh my days.
and
No.
see what it's like.
No, they don't.
What's your body count?
Okay, what is your body count, you little slag?
Is,
You
sex
slag.
with people have you had sex with?
That was the first thought that came to mind. It's probably about 1,000.
1 0 0 0. 1,000 people. Imagine 1,000 people. That is like, I don't know how many people you lot have in a year group, but most people have around 100 to maybe 200 people in a year group. Times your year group by 5 if you have 200 people in your year group. Yeah? Everybody in your year group, times that by 5. Your whole assembly hall, times that by 5. Wow, I can't even add. Mad.
Because I saw several hundred when I was swinging, because we did it on a regular basis. And when I go away touring, which is basically to go to a town somewhere in the country and then have clients, I probably would have 2 or 3 a day. But then some of them are repeat, you know, so it's like, how many times have you, or how many different people have here?
That's actually mad.
A lot. How did your friends and family react when you told them what you do?
Yeah, I can't like imagine your grandma. Imagine someone tells you, "Oh yeah, that's the local slut. That's the local escort, local slut." It's your fucking grandma, bro. Like, what are you actually doing in that scenario, bro? Like, what? You just can't imagine
My
your.
friends, thankfully. Well, actually, no. Okay, I've got a mixture of friends. Some who are very broad-minded and said, good on you. I think that's wonderful and amazing. And if you're happy and you're safe, then good luck to you. Then I have some other friends who are Christian friends who I knew many years ago when I was a Christian. For 40 years not having sex. So that's another reason why I'm doing it now, because I'm making up for lost time. How broad-minded is this? They're in their 90s, bless them. They have a pretty good idea what I do. but they still love me, and they're still really close, good friends, which is wonderful. And then there's the family. Kind of left them till last, which they wanted to meet a few years ago to discuss how we'd drifted over the past few years. Then I didn't really want to, because I thought, really? No, we've got nothing in common. Why would I know why we've drifted, because I know what you think about me.
That's mad.
And
That's actually
I
mad.
don't want to spend time with you.
That's actually mad.
But all I got was a very interesting email that said, in view of certain revelations in the media, it was all very formal, you know. In view of certain revelations in the media, we've decided a meeting would not be helpful. Read into that what you will. So I replied saying, if it's about the swinging, you know, you will not find an occupation in the land, whether it's your dentist, your doctor, your MP, you know, whoever, who doesn't swing. They're everywhere. If it's about the porn, which I kind of thought it might be, then all I'm doing is providing a service, you know, to all those men out there who like to twice a day, you know, in the morning when they get up with a hard on, and they need something to do.
That's me sometimes.
There are millions out there, trust me.
Yeah, I'm one of them. Yeah, sometimes.
Am I bothered? No. As Catherine Tate would say, bothered? No. Good luck.
I thought, you know what it is, yeah? She's just a slut. But I thought like after a certain age, yeah, you just stop being a slut. So I always thought like, oh, girls my age, like if they're a slut now, surely once they hit like 50, at a max 50, 40, maybe not even 40, yeah, 50, like surely they just stop being a slut. But this 70-year-old Escort has just told me there's no age that slutism ends. It just ends until you actually no longer physically are able to be a slut. Fucking hell, fam.
To them. If they're happy, that's great. But don't judge me, you know, because I am who I am. Like it or lump it.